YouTube, what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Adam, back with another video, and you read the title of today's video, man. Things that people don't really tell you about fitness and getting jacked and getting big. Now, keep in mind, some of these are like my opinion. Some of these are just factual. And look. I know my form looks like garbage on this chest press. Didn't get full range of motion. And honestly, this is a good reminder to record yourself in the gym, because if I didn't record this, I would have never known that my form looked like this. So I will be dialing the weight back and working on that form, because what you just saw was inexcusable. But getting into the video, man, number one on our list is going to be that people are going to be intimidated by you. Once you start really filling out your frame, getting that muscular physique, getting those broad shoulders, big back, big legs, it's going to be hard for people to approach you and talk to you if they don't know you, because you do look intimidating. Especially, well, not always. This might just be a me thing, subjective to me, because I have a mean face as well as a more muscular physique now. So that could be it. But I feel like if you get really big and you look big in shirts, you look just like a fucking beast, people are intimidated by you. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because if you're not a social person and people are intimidated to come up and talk to you, you don't initiate conversation, you don't initiate friendships, relationships, that kind of thing, because you have social anxiety or something, you need to overcome that, bro, especially if you want to get big. And this is why I preach in a lot of my older videos that you should level up all the aspects of yourself, not just your looks or your physique, because situations happen where a motherfucker has social anxiety and, you're scared to fucking talk to people, but you're big as fuck, so people are scared to talk to you. Because if you're unable to put yourself out there and show people your personality and show that you're not a big dickhead just because you're huge, it's going to be tough for you to meet new people, to make friends, to just be a social individual overall. I know that might be hard with the social anxiety, but a way to overcome being socially anxious is to just go out more, talk to people more. One thing that really helps, that I've done a few times, is just go out to a restaurant or a bar by yourself. Literally by yourself. And socialize with people. Don't be scared to sit next to a stranger at the bar. Order your own fucking food. I'm sure you're capable of that. But just get out there into a social setting by yourself and push your limits, test your limits, see how far you can go, even if you have social anxiety. And I guarantee you do that a few times and you won't be a whole new person, but you'll be a lot better off. Because, bro, let's be real. A lot of quote unquote, high value men, they don't have fucking social anxiety, bro. They're not scared to talk to people. They're not scared to talk to women. In order to be a top guy, a top G, I guess, you have to be able to network, meet people, especially if you want to be like a CEO or something of that sort. You have to be able to network, manage, and then take care of and point your team in the right direction if you want to have a successful business. But anyways, before I keep rambling about that, number one, man, people will be intimidated by you. Okay? Number two, thing that people don't really talk about when you start getting big, when you start getting yoked, is the fact that you will pull women, right? But you pull a lot more guys. I'm sure a few people, a lot of people know this in the fitness industry. They just don't talk about it that much. But you do start to attract the attention of other men, which is really strange, especially if you're getting on the bigger, like if you're getting to an extreme end of the spectrum, like really big or really shredded, that's when you're going to start attracting a lot of dudes, because that's what they care about, you know, especially on the bigger side. If you want to hop on gear or something, once you start getting like a lot of striation in the muscle, you start getting really vascular, a lot of dudes are going to take interest in you, bro. And that's just a simple fact of reality. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. Might as well know that before you get, you know, your goal physique or wherever you want to go. But in all honesty, if you do want to pull more women with your physique, with your body, then stay relatively lean. Don't get too shredded. Don't get too big. Now, obviously, if you want to get, you know, a decent amount of muscle mass, you have to bulk. And that's okay, you know, but you have to get big to get a lot of muscle, okay? We all know this. So just don't build too much if you really want to attract women, and stay relatively lean. But more importantly, take care of your face. That's what girls care about more than body, really. They care more about your face. You have to have a handsome face, okay? And number 3 thing that a lot of people don't talk about in the fitness industry is the fact that it gets boring. Lifting gets boring. And that's the sad truth of the reality. Lifting gets boring. But I've said this in a video before. The thing or the attribute that makes people great is their resistance to boredom. If you can fight the boredom, if you can, you know, continue doing what you want to do, even though you're bored, then you will transcend into one of the greats eventually in whatever field you want to be in. But I think something important that a lot of people glaze over is just adding new forms of exercise into your routine or into your life. Like, for example, I started sprinting again because I used to do that in high school, and I haven't done it in a while. But ever since doing that, you know, lifting feels better now for some reason. I don't know why, but also it just feels good to have a novel stimulus of exercise back in my life. So remember that it gets boring, and there are ways to combat it, but just keep pushing yourself to new limits, to new heights, and I'm sure you'll be just fine. But anyways, man, that's all I have for you today. That was 3 things that people don't really tell you about the fitness industry and getting jacked. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, learn something from the video, or you simply want to, go ahead, share this video with somebody that needs to hear this information. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I drop another video. And that's going to be it, man. I'm very grateful to you for watching all the way to the end. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. I'm gone.